गणपतये नमः। ॐ ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ गुं गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Om. May He protect us, both the teacher and the student. May He cause us to enjoy this protection. May we exert together to know the teachings of the scriptures. May our effort be fruitful. May we not quarrel with each other. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Hari Om to all of you. I am very glad to meet you all. I am Swami Shivabhaktananda. I will be giving the instructions for the yoga practices. Is Swami Purnananda. He will be demonstrating the asanas and the other pranayamas. We have sent an intimation to all of you the precautions and the other things to be observed while practicing these yogasanas daily. Mainly, this is a program where you will not be having a guide by your side to solve your problems while doing the practice. Hence, the general instruction from our side is that whenever you feel any kind of uneasiness, discomfort, palpitation or giddiness, please stop the practice, lie down and relax. Once it become normal, then you can join the practice further. This is our humble request to all of you to be observed at all the time of the practice. This will solve many of our problems. We have framed the asanas and the pranayamas and the loosening exercises in a gradual series so that our practice will go very smoothly. This is my humble presentation to all of you. Generally, in our ashram, we are giving importance for this hatha yoga practices, yogasana practices as a part of their spiritual life. To practice meditation and other kind of spiritual practices, a healthy body and a healthy mind is needed. To effect that, asanas and pranayamas and the loosening exercises are used. This asana program is not for only practicing yogasana as a professional, for only for body culture. We are aiming at body culture so that the mind and body will work together for one's own spiritual progress. So, in that approach only we are having this yoga session. In our ashram, we practice this book, Practical Guide to Yoga by Swami Chidananda Ji. This is our practical guide. We follow the instructions and the sequence of asanas and the pranayamas given by Swami Ji, Swami Chidananda Ji, for the as a part of spiritual practices. Asanas and pranayamas will be taken from this book, and loosening exercises will be taken from this book. This is another publication of our ashram, Yoga Divine by Swami Dharmanishtananda Ji. From this book, we are taking the loosening exercises. So, whenever you want more details about the asanas, you can refer this book. Whenever you need more details about the loosening exercises, which we call energizing techniques, Pavana Mukta Asana series, you can take the help of this book. This is our humble suggestion to all of you. Now, we will start with the loosening exercises. These are generally called as Pavana Mukta Asan series. In Sanskrit, Pavan means air. It actually means pranic energy, prana, which is the life force flowing through our body and mind. These exercises very simple, but they are very effective in loosening the joints and the other muscles and nerves. It helps to make the body more flexible to perform the asanas. They are very simple but very effective. Stiffness in the body comes mainly because of lack of pranic energy in the particular part of the body. By these exercises, we remove those chronic blockages which makes the body more supple, more flexible. So, even though these are very simple, they are very effective. So, you can use it as much as possible. Please sit on your yoga mat, stretch the legs. The distance between the feet should be around 1.5 to 2 feet. Keep the hands at the back, support the back with both the hands, gently reclining back. Head should be in a straight line with the spinal cord. Do not lose the head, don't hang the head behind like this, it will give little more stress for the neck. So, keep the neck little straight in line with the spinal cord. This is the basic pose for all the loosening exercises which we are going to do on the lying posture. Now, observe the breathing, relax yourself. Now, we will start the practice. Keep, keep the back, neck, head straight, legs together, hands by side of the body. Keep the chest straight, relax in normal breathing. Now, we will start with the toe bending. Just see the practitioner. When we say tighten the toes, he will be tightening all the toes, and relax means he will bring them back. Tighten the toes, relax, tighten the toes, relax. Now I will count 1, 2, 3. He will repeat the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Relax in normal breathing. Spread the legs, recline back, relax. Now, all of you can practice this. He will be also practicing and you can also practice. Now, get ready for the practice. Legs together, hands by the side of the body. Keep the back, neck, head straight. Now, start the practice. Normal breathing. 1, bend the toes, tighten them. 2, relax them backwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax, spread the legs, keep the hands at the back, relax. This exercise can be performed 3 times, 3 rounds. Now, we will go to the second type of exercise regarding the toes. Please come to the pose, hands by side of the body, back, neck, head straight, normal breathing. Now, we will tighten the toes and hold them for 10 seconds, then release them. While doing this, do not stretch the leg forward, keep the leg little relaxed and straight. Do not bend the feet forward, keep it little straight and loose, no tension. Just see for the first time as a demonstration. Tighten the toes and hold them for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release and relax. This is second type of exercise for the toes. Now you can practice the second type. Please come to the practice. Legs together. Keep the feet straight, relaxed, no tension the feet. Hands by the side of the body. Now start the practice. Tighten the toes, hold them for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release and relax. This also can be practiced 3 times in your daily life. Relax in normal breathing. Normally, in 3 breathings, our breathing will come to a normal fashion. Now, get ready for the third type of exercise for the toes. Now, we call it ankle bending, forward, backward bending of the ankles. Please kindly see the demonstrator. Come to the normal pose, hands by the side of the body, back, neck, head straight. Keep the feet little relaxed. Now, we have to move both the feet forward, then bring them backward. Yes, as much as possible, it should move towards the body. Bend it forward, back, bend it backward, bend it forward, backward. This gives lot of relaxation for the ankle joints. Stiffness in the ankle joints are removed by this simple exercise. We can do it 10 times. Now please get ready. Breathing is normal. As I say 1, you move the feet forward. When I say 2, you move the feet backward. Please get ready for the practice. 1, bend it forward. 2, bend it backward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax, spread the legs and keep the hands at the back. Relax, observe the breathing. Now get ready for the next exercise of the ankles. Now we will be making a rotatory movement of the ankles. Both the feet together. Yes, we have to move both the feet in such a way the toes are making a circle in the air. We will make clockwise rotation like this and then anti-clockwise opposite direction rotation like this. The toes will be making a circle in the air. This affects rotatory movement in the ankle joints, which again helps the joints to be free. First he will do it 2-3 times, then you can repeat it. Yes, we are moving to the right, left, then to the forward, then to the right, then backward like that. Both the feet are together moving like in a circular way. Move it in the opposite direction please. Yes. Now I think the method is very clear to all of you. Now please get ready for the practice. 5 times we do in clockwise direction, 5 times the opposite direction. Please start the practice. 1, 2, slowly. 3, 4, 5. The practice should be done very slowly. Don't rush through the practice. Don't go speedily. If you do very low, very slow speed, it will be more effective. Now in the opposite direction. One, slowly. Two, three, four, five. Relax. This exercise can be done 10 times in each direction, and 3 rounds of 10-10 you can repeat. Now get ready for the next ankle rotation exercise. Now we are keeping the legs little away, feet little apart. We rotate them in such a way the toes are coming in contact and then they are just spreading and moving in a circular way like this. Please join the toes and move them in such a way. Both the legs are moving in opposite directions, but the toes are making a circle in the air. You see, slowly do it. Bend to the right, forward, back, left, like that. Yes. Then opposite direction. Slowly. The toe should touch together when they come. Yes. Yes. I think the method is clear to all of you. Now start the practice. Get ready. Keep proper distance between both the feet. Now start the practice. 1, 2, slowly. 3, make it slow movements. 4, 5. Now opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. These two ankle joint movements make the ankles free from any kind of stiffness. Now we will come to the fifth type of exercise. It is tightening the kneecaps and releasing them to remove any kind of stiffness in the knee joints. This method will be very useful for those people who are suffering from knee pains. Very simple. Just we have to tighten the kneecap and release them. You have to bring your attention to the kneecap, focus your mind on the kneecap, then tighten it, then release it. Just tightening it and holding it for only 1 second, then releasing it. Tighten the kneecaps, release, tighten the kneecaps, release, tighten, release, tighten, release, that's all. This is very effective in removing the knee pains and other arthritis pains. It can be practiced any number of times according to availability of time for you. Now we will start the practice. Please get ready. Stretch your legs. Keep your attention on the kneecaps. Now please start the practice. 1, tighten the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. This exercise can be performed 20 times, 30 times like that till you feel tired. If you feel tired, then you can stop it. Then the second type of exercise for the kneecap is tightening them and holding them for 10 seconds and then releasing it. Just like the previous method, we have to tighten the kneecaps. Instead of releasing it, we have to hold it for 10 seconds. Now please get ready. Tighten the kneecaps, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Get ready for the second round. 1, tighten the kneecaps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. This can be practiced 3 or 4 times. Now, the next exercise for the legs are forward backward movement of the 4 legs. This will give more flexibility to the knee joint. This also for concern with knee joints. Yes. Come to the base position. Fold the right leg, make a finger cup, support it at the right thigh, gently lift the leg, at least the 1 inch distance should be between the floor and the right foot. The right foot should be hanging in the air slightly. Do not lift it too much, just 1 inch above the ground. This will help us to smoothly extend the leg and then contract it. We have to stretch the leg. Let's stretch the leg forward. Yes. Then bring it back close to the body. When you are stretching out, breathe in. When you are bringing it back to the body, breathe out, because your thighs will be pressing the lungs, so air will be thrown out. That sequence we have to follow. Please stretch the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now release the leg, relax, relax in normal breathing, relax please. This exercise will loosen the knee joint. Now we will do the same exercise for the left leg. Please get ready for the practice. Now fold the left leg, make a finger cup with both the hands, support it at the left thigh, say that the left leg is gently above the ground, just 1 inch above the ground, normal breathing. When you are stretching the leg, you have to breathe in. When you are just contracting it towards the body, you have to breathe out. Please get ready for the practice. 1, stretch the leg. 2, contract it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now release the leg and relax please. Spread the legs, keep the hands by side of the body, recline back and relax, relax. Now another exercise for the knees. We will be moving the right leg in a circular way so that a circular crank motion is affected in the knee joint. Please see the demonstrator. Fold the right leg, support the right leg at the thighs with both the hands like this. Now he will be stretching the leg straight up, then up, coming to the side, then bringing to the other side. Yes, like this. The feet will be right foot will be making a circular movement. Slowly we have to make a circle. This will affect a circular crank motion in the knee joint. Then the opposite direction, same type of exercise for the opposite movement. Yes, I think the method is clear to you. Now you can get ready for the practice. Please get ready for the practice. Fold the right leg. With both the hands, support the right thigh. Let the right foot will be above the ground, 1 inch above, hanging in the air. Now move the leg to the left side, then bring it up to the right side, to the ground. Yes, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the opposite directions, 1, slowly, 2, do it slowly, 3, 4, 5. Now release the leg and relax, relax in normal breathing. This is called the crank motion for the knee joint. Please get ready for the other leg now. Fold the left leg with both the hands. Support the left thigh. Let the left foot be just above the ground. Once, please start the practice. Move the leg to the left side, up, right side, down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction, please. Slowly. 1, do it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the legs, release the hands. Relax, please. Now we'll come to the exercises for the hands, loosening exercises or energizing techniques for the hands. Same base position. If you are feeling comfortable with the stretched leg, you can do these exercises with this stretched leg condition. Otherwise, you can come to any sitting posture like Sukhasana. This is Sukhasana, both legs folded like this. Or you can sit in Vajrasana. Those who can sit in Vajrasana, they can follow this also. In this practice, we need to keep the back, neck and head straight. We should not lean forward. Now, whichever posture, sitting posture is convenient to you, please assume that pose, either Vajrasana or normal Sukhasana. Now stretch the hands to the forward, in the shoulder level, both the hands in the same level, fingers pointing out. Now just will be tightening the fingers and releasing them. Just tighten the fingers, keep the thumb outside the hand. Yes. Now stretch it, tighten the fingers, stretch it, tighten it, stretch it. Yes, this is the simple exercise. Normal breathing. Please get ready for the practice. We will do it 10 times. 1, tighten the fingers, release them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Release the hands, relax. Keep the hands on the thigh, on the knees or on the lap, whichever is convenient to you. Now second type of exercise for the hands. Stretch the hands. We have to bend both the palms towards the body, then move them up, bring it up. This will affect a loosening effect on the wrist joints. bend it forward, bend it backwards, bring it as much close to the body, move the fingers close to the body like this. Bend it forward, bend it backward. Yes, we will do it this for 10 times. Please get ready for the practice. Keep the hands in the shoulder level, palms facing down. Now please get ready for the practice. 1, bend it backward, bend it upward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax the hands, keep them on the thigh joints, on the lap or on the knees, whichever is convenient to you. Normal breathing. Now this another practice for the hands. Stretch the hands, palms facing up. Now we will fold the hands so that the elbows are getting loosened. Now fold the hands, touch them on the shoulders. Now stretch them back. While folding, breathe out. While stretching out, breathe in. While folding, breathe out. While stretching out, breathe in. This is the breathing pattern for this method. Get ready for the practice. We will do it 10 times. 1, fold the hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the hands, relax. This can be performed for 3 times, 10, 10, 10, 3 times. Now another form of exercise for the shoulder joints. Now both the hands, keep the fingers on the shoulders. All the fingers make a movement position like this and keep them on shoulders and bring the elbows together. Now we have to make a circular movement of the elbows so that it makes a circle and affects a circular movement on the shoulder joints. This is for loosening the shoulder joints. Now just move both the elbows up, then bring them to the sides, bring them down, bring them forward, up, to the sides, downward, forward, up, sidewards, downward, forward. Yes, this we are making in one direction. This can be performed in the opposite direction also. Please do it in the opposite direction. Yes, down, up, forward, to the sides, up, forward, sides, like that. Here there is a normal breathing pattern, it will take it by itself. Whenever you are raising the hands, elbows above, chest will expand, then normal breathing in will take place. When you are folding the hands downwards, chest will contract, breathing air will be thrown out. There is a natural sequence that will happen. You need not worry about breathing, it naturally will happen like that. So get ready for the practice. We will do 5 times in one direction and 5 times in the opposite direction. Please get ready for the practice. Start 1, 2, 3 slowly. Do it slowly. 3, 4, 5. Now in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the hands and relax, please. Other loosening exercise in the next class we will see. Now we will come to little proper asanas, yoga asanas. In starting the yogasana practices, first we have a relaxing pose called Tadasana, tree pose. Stand, legs together, toes together, heels together, hands by side of the body. Keep the back, neck, head straight in a line. Normal breathing. If possible, you close your eyes. If not possible, you can keep the eyes open, no problem. Now you focus your attention on the toes and heels. Breathing is normal. Your body is like a tree. The tree is rooted on the ground. The upper part of the tree, trunk is gently moving in the air. There is a gentle swinging movement in the body. You allow it to happen. You will not fall down. There will be a gentle movement in the body because in this posture, the pranic energy flows uniformly from top of the body head to the foot of the body. There is uniform flow of pranic energy. So you feel lightness in body and mind. That is why the gentle movement is there. Body is no more stiff. It is gently free. So this is the relaxing pose for all the standing yogasanas. After performing one standing posture, you can come and relax in this posture so that the breathing becomes normal. We can go for the next asana practice. Asanas should be practiced in a relaxed way. There should be no rapid breathing. Breathing should be uniform. No fast breathing should be there. If the breathing becomes fast, we have to come to the relaxing pose, and then when the breathing becomes normal, then only we have to start the other asana practice. So this is not any physical exercise. These are yogic postures where breathing is very, very important. Breathing should be harmonious, uniform. There should not be any erratic, rapid, fast breathing. So in all the asanas, standing postures, sitting postures and lying postures, we have got different relaxing pose. We should use them between the asanas so that the breathing becomes very smooth. Now we will get ready for asanas. First we will start with Trikonasana. Trikonasana is called triangle pose. Here the spinal column will be bending to the right and the left. Generally, asanas are designed in such a way, it gives three kinds of movements to the spinal column. One is lateral bending, bending on the right and bending on the left, lateral bending of the spinal column. The second type of spinal column movement is forward backward movement of the spine, back. This is affected in Surya Namaskar and some other asanas. The third type of movement for the spinal column is vertical twisting of the spine. Some asanas like Vakrasana, Ardha Matsyendrasana, they are affecting the vertical twist of the spinal column. These three kinds of movements in the spinal column keeps the vertebrae and the disc in a proper shape. There is no jamming of the vertebrae and the disc. It keeps them proper space, loosening is there. It gives lot of flexibility to the spinal column. When the spinal column is in a healthy condition, the entire body will be in a healthy condition. So asanas are designed in such a way that they are affecting these three kinds of movement in the spinal column so that the main part of the body, spinal column, is remaining in a healthy condition. Now coming to the Trikonasana, triangle pose. Assume the Tadasana posture, relaxing standing pose. Now get ready for the practice. That is 1. Move the right leg 2 to 2.5 feet distance. Slightly turn the right foot 30 degrees. This turning helps you to give good balance when you are bending on the right and left. 2. Raise the hands shoulder level, palms facing down. Now look at the right hand, turn your head, look at the right hand, then turn your head to the left hand, then look forward. This removes any kind of stiffness in the neck region. 2. Bend the right hand, keep the right palm close to the feet, left hand up, look up. 4. Left hand close to the ear, parallel to the ground. Keep the left hand straight and relaxed, no tension. Left hand should be straight but no tension. You should be relaxed. In the final pose, normal breathing. Concentration on the spinal column, backbone. To begin with, remain for about 30 seconds. Gradually, you can increase the time to 3 minutes in the final pose. Now, closing the asanas. 1. Move the left hand up, look up the left hand. 2. Raise the right hand, come up. 3. Both the hands down. 4. Move the legs together. Relax in Tadasana. See that breathing becomes normal, relaxed breathing. Once the breathing becomes normal, we can start the second practice. Now we have done the asanas on the right side. The same bending is done now on the left side. It is called the complementary of the first asana. Every asana has got its own complementary pose. For Trikonasana, right side bending and left side bending are complementary to each other. Now we will come to the other part. We will do with the left leg. 1. Move the left leg 2 to 2.5 feet distance. Slightly turn the left foot 30 degrees. 2. Raise the hands shoulder level, palms facing down. Turn the head to the right shoulder, look to the right, look to the left, look forward. 3. Left palm close to the left feet, right hand up. Do not lean forward. Your body should be always in the vertical plane. Avoid leaning forward. 4. Right hand close to the ear, parallel to the ground. Keep the right hand straight and relaxed. No tension should be there. Concentrate on the back spine, normal breathing. Now closing the posture. 1. Move the right hand up, look up. 2. Left hand up. 3. Hands down. 4. Left legs together. Relax in Tadasana. This asana can be performed just one on the right, one on the left. That is sufficient for the spinal cord. Now, the limitations of these asanas. Those people suffering from serious heart problems, high blood pressure, cervical lumbar spondylitis, they should not practice this. This will aggravate their problem. Hence, this is restricted for those people. They need not practice this. Other healthy people can perform this Trikonasana, triangle pose. You might have seen in the final pose, different triangles are formed over the body. Hence, it is called a Trikonasana. Now, we will go to Surya Namaskar. Standing posture is Tadasana, legs together, hands by side of the body, back, neck, head straight, normal breathing. Surya Namaskar consists of 12 poses. It includes breathing also, but initially we will give importance for the different bending postures. So, breathing can be normal. You keep on breathing in breathing out. Do not retain the breath at any point. No internal retention of the breath or no external retention of the breath. You should be little cautious about this. If you retain the breath inside or outside, it will cause little uneasiness for you. Hence, at any point of the time, do not retain the breath. This is the point which you have to remember always. Keep on breathing in, breathing out. It may be little less, it may be a shallow breathing, no problem, but don't retain the breath inside or outside. You have to keep on breathing in and breathing out during the practices. Once you know all the postures perfectly, then we can include the breathing pattern. Now get ready, just see the demonstration. 1. Palms together, gently press them, normal breathing. 2. Raise the hands, bend backward. Be careful, do not lose your balance and fall back. You should know the limitation of your body. 3. Bend forward, bring the hands close to the ground by side of the feet and forehead, head close to the knees. 4. Right leg backward, throw the right leg backward as far as back possible and right knee touching the ground. Left leg should be between the hands. The two palms and the left foot, they are all in one line. They are not back and forward. They are in the same one line. Please take care of these points. 4. Left leg backward. Now the body is like an inclined plane. The entire weight of the body is shared between the toes and the hands. 5. Ashtanga Namaskar, 8 limbs pose. In this pose, 8 parts of the body, the 2 toes, 2 knees, 2 palms, chest and forehead, they are all touching the ground. This is called 8 limbs pose. 6. Cobra posture. Lean forward, raise the trunk up and breathe in. Look up. There should be a good arching in the spine, bending in the spinal column. 7. Mountain posture. Raise the hip up, make inverted V. With the support of the hands and legs, you are making a V, inverted V, mountain posture. 9. Move the left leg, bring the left foot between the hands. Right leg backwards, right knee touching the ground. 10. Right leg forward in line with the left foot and bend. Forehead should be touching the knees. 11. Move up, palms together, bend slightly backward. Do not lose your balance, be careful. Then 12. Back to Namaskar Mudra, palms together by side of the chest. Om, release the hands and relax in normal breathing. You have seen 12 postures. Among these 12 postures, postures 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9, 10, 11, 12, they are just repetitions. In effect, there are only 8 new poses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the new poses different from each other, whereas 9, 10, 11, 12, they are just repetition of the first 4. These are those people who are having stiffness in the back, lower back, though cannot bend forward, they need not worry in the beginning. You can bring the hands close to the ground as much as possible. See, slightly bend forward, yes. You can bring the hands up to this. This is sufficient. If your hands are not reaching the ground, if you cannot keep it by the side of the feet, it doesn't matter. If you are bent only this much, it is enough. You need not stretch your back too much. Do not hurt your back. Know the limitations of your body. Now, the second time we will perform. Same posture, same Surya Namaskar. Once again we will perform. 1. Palms together, gently press them. 2. Raise the hands, bend backward, do not fall back, maintain your balance. 3. Bend forward, bring the palms by the side of the feet, forehead close to the knees. 4. Left leg backward, left knee touching the ground. 5. Right leg backward, body like an inclined plane. Look up. 6. 8 limbs pose, Ashtanga Namaskar, 8 limbs pose, the 2 toes, 2 knees, 2 palms, chest and forehead touching the ground. To make the effect for, just raise the hip up. If you raise the hip up little, the posture will be more perfect. Raise the hip up. Now cobra posture, lean forward, raise the trunk up. Then mountain posture, raise the hip up, make an inverted V with the body. Do not move the legs from here and there. Here the heel should be reaching the ground. Do not stand on the toes. This is not advisable. This is wrong. Try to always sit. If it is not possible, doesn't matter, but try to keep the heels close to the ground. There should be good amount of stretching in the ankle joints. 9. Move the right leg forward, bring close between the palms. Look up, left knee touching the ground. 10. Left leg forward in line with the other. Bend forehead close to the body. 11. Bend backward, palms together. Yes. Be careful, do not fall back. 12. Namaskar Mudra. Om, release. You have seen in Surya Namaskar, the especially spinal column is bending forward and bending backward. This affects the forward backward movement of the spinal column. This asana is designed for that. And Surya Namaskar is an all round exercise. Suppose if you don't have time to practice all the asanas, you are unable to spend 1 or 1.5 hours for asanas daily or on some other special occasions. If you are able to perform some rounds of Surya Namaskar, it is enough to take care of your asana program. The Surya Namaskar is a well designed yogic postures which affects or which is affecting all the parts of the body and which is inducing flexibility in all the parts of the body and which is enhancing the breathing system also. It is a breathing come yogic postures. It is very effective in keeping the body fit for the rest of the day. Normally, one round of Surya Namaskar takes 1 minute. So, if you perform 12 Surya Namaskars, it will take 12 minutes. And you relax for 3 minutes in Savasana, in relaxing pose, which we will be seeing now. That is sufficient to take care of the whole asana program. In case if you don't find time to perform all the asanas, doesn't matter. You learn the Surya Namaskar properly and practice it daily 12 times. It will take care of all your yogic postures. That will be sufficient. So, Surya Namaskar is a very good yogic posture come asana which helps you to keep the body fit. Now, all of you please get ready for the practice. Now, throughout the practice, you have to keep on breathing in, breathing out. In the next session, we will see how to use the breathing pattern, what sequence we have to follow. First, you have to master all the postures, then we can focus on the breathing pattern. Postures are more important. Now, please look at the demonstrator and then you can practice. Please get ready. If whenever you have got any doubt, please refer the demonstrator. 1, palms together, gently press them, normal breathing. 2, raise the hands, bend backward, breathe in. 3, bend forward, bring the hands close to the feet, forehead close to the knees. 4, right leg backward, right knee touching the ground. Look up. 5, left leg backward, body like an inclined plane. Look up. Ashtanga Namaskar, 8 limbs pose. Then 7, cobra posture, lean forward, raise the trunk up, look up. Keep the spine as much back as possible towards the ground. 8, mountain posture, inverted pose, raise the hip, make an inverted V. Keep the feet together and heels touching the ground as much as possible. 9, left leg forward, left foot should be between the hands. Keep that both the hands and the feet on the lane. 9, right leg forward. 10, bend backward, palms together. Om, Namaskar Mudra, breathe out. Oh, relax. Relax in normal breathing. Once the breathing becomes normal, we can go to the next round. We have done with the right foot, starting with the right foot. Now we will do the left leg. Please get ready. 1, palms together. 2, raise the hands, bend backward. 3, bend forward. Palms by side of the ground, by the side of the feet, forehead close to the knees. 4, left leg backward, left knee touching the ground. Look up. 5, right leg backward, body like an inclined plane. 6, 8 limbs pose, Ashtanga Namaskar. 7, cobra posture, lean forward, raise the trunk up, look up. 8, mountain posture, breathe out and raise the hip up. Heels touching the ground, do not stand on the toes. 9, right leg forward, right foot between the hands, look up. 10, left leg forward, forehead close to the knees. 11, bend backward, breathe in, palms together. 12, Namaskar Mudra, breathe out. Om, release the hands, relax. With this, we will close the asanas programs today. We will lie down in sava for relaxing pose. Just 2 minutes we will relax in a lying posture. Just lie down on the ground, on the mat, legs apart, about 2 feet distance between the legs. Spread the legs, hands the base side of the body, gently away from the body, about 30 degrees away from the body. Keep the fingers loose, fingers are little curved up. Gently shake the legs, let there be no stiffness at any part, discomfort at any part. Gently shake the thighs, shake the hip, move the shoulders, gently roll the head right and left. Let there be no discomfort at any part of the body. Observe the breathing, it's natural breathing, normal breathing. As I mention the different parts of the body, you have to mentally relax them. Mentally suggest that relax, relax, relax like that. Tighten the toes and release them. Relax the toes. Mentally feel the toes are relaxed. Relax the heels. Relax the ankles. Relax the calf muscles. Relax the knees. Feel the weight of the thigh bones and the muscles. Relax them. Relax the hip. Feel the weight of the body acting on the back. Relax the back muscles. Relax the spinal column. Relax the spinal column vertebras by vertebras. Start moving from the lower back. Gradually move to the neck, relaxing the vertebrae. Mentally feel they are all relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Feel the slight movement of the abdomen. It is raising and then falling. Feel the slight movement of the abdomen. Relax the abdominal organs. Relax the ribs. Relax the chest muscles. Feel the slight movement of the heart. Lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. Relax the shoulders. Relax the upper arms. Relax the elbows. Relax the forehands. Relax the wrist. Relax the palms. Gently turn the head to the right, to the left. Relax the neck muscles. Relax the throat muscles. Relax the chin. Relax the lips. Gently separate the lips and relax them. Gently separate the two rows of teeth and relax them. Gently smile and relax the cheeks. Feel the movement of the air in the nostrils. Relax the eyeballs. Relax the eyelids. Gently separate the eyelids. Look at the up and close them. Relax the ears. Relax the forehead. Relax the top of the head. Relax the back side of the head. Now the whole body is fully relaxed. There is no stiffness, there is no stress at any part of the body. Your body is lying on the ground like a log of wood. You feel lightness. Observe the breathing. Feel that each breathing out, you are throwing out all the toxins, all the impurities, all the negativities you are throwing out. When you are breathing in, feel that you are breathing in light and energy, pranic energy you are absorbing through each breathing. You are throwing out all the toxins, each breathing out. For breathing in, you are taking all pranic energy and positive energy. You are feeling lightness. You are feeling peace. You are really a mass of consciousness. You are immortal spirit. Your real nature is immortality. You are a mass of consciousness. You are a mass of consciousness. Observe the breathing. Gently move the toes. Gently move the fingers. Gently roll the head, right and left. Bring the legs together. You can fold the right leg. Please fold the right leg and turn to the right side and gently get up. Sit comfortably. Normal breathing. We'll chant Om 3 times and conclude the class. Breathe in. Om. 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 We'll chant the prayer. Om Purnamadaham Purnamidham Purnan Purnamudanchade Purnasyang Purnamadayang Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much.